What's up, guys? This is 5 reasons why I chose the S13 as my next drift car. Reason number 1, when it comes to suspension, there's 1.5 million different brands, options that you can choose from that will work. For example, PBM, SPL, Voodoo, Megan, ISR, GK Tech. Did I say PBM? I don't know. Anyways, there's options. You're not just limited to one brand or a few brands. There's a bunch of different brands that you can choose for suspension. For coilovers, there's PBM, BC, Fortune Auto, Feel, it's Godspeed, whatever, Megan. Like I said, there's a bunch of different brands for your suspension that you can go with. So you're not limited to just 1 or 2 brands that you know are good and you only want to work with because those are the only real good brands that you know that make stuff for that car. So, yep, reason number 1, suspension parts are endless. Everyone makes something for it. Number 2, there are so many of these cars out there drifting at the track that if you unfortunately break something, the odds of someone having a replacement part for you, or at least something for you to, like a stock arm or something, to get you to limp onto the trailer so you can get home, is a lot more likely compared to if you have a different car that's not as common and people might not have extra parts for you. For example, if I break a control arm, the odds of someone at the track having a spare control arm that I can borrow, use, or buy from them is more likely than in my FC and I broke a camber arm. And there's not many people with FCs at the track. Yes, there's more now compared to when I first got my car, but comparing that to the S chassis, there's a lot more you're gonna find of S chassis stuff. They're everywhere. Everyone has one, and yes, it's a good thing and a bad thing, but it just depends how you want to take it. Reason number 3, the car works. Yes, like I said, there's 1.5 million different S chassis out there drifting around the world. But you know what? There's 1.5 million of them because for a reason. It works. It's proven. As far as suspension goes, as far as chassis goes, it's a great chassis to go drifting in. Yes, the chassis is getting a little old, but it's still a great chassis. There's so much adjustment as far as alignment, as far as motors. Like, you can go so many different routes with your S chassis that everyone has already done, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, like I said earlier, because it's already been done. But like I said, you know it works, it's proven itself. You don't have to go testing and figuring out things on your own. People have driven this car so much in drifting that we know what works and we know what doesn't. So that's reason number 3 of why S chassis is my choice. Reason number 4, there is so much that you can do with alignment. You can dial in so much mechanical grip on this car compared to some of my other cars that I just love the fact that it kind of goes with the other one, the last reasons of there's so much you can do. Like with alignments on S chassis, I've seen so many different ones where it comes to like your stance guys that run negative 10 degrees of camber, or you can run 0 camber, 0 toe, and then you can run positive camber toe in, or whatever you decide to do, whatever you prefer, you can do it. With some of my other cars, like my FC for example, there's only so much adjustment you can do that I found. If there's other ways that other people found, let me know, because I'm really curious. But the rear suspension in the FC is kind of weird. You only have 1 toe arm on each side, so 2 in total, and 1 camber arm right smack in the middle of the subframe. And you can only do so much with your alignment on that car, and I just didn't like that. I like having options, and with the S chassis, you have 1.5 million different options and how you can align your car. Reason number 5, this is a big one. For me to show you, I have to show you guys something, because this is a huge reason why I chose the S chassis for the new drift car. Number 5 of me using the S chassis as my new drift car. We take a look here at the JZ. You know, these cars come originally with a little 4-cylinder, not as long, and obviously longer means taller. The JZ is a really tall motor. But if you take a look here, you got the front of the engine where you normally have problems. If you look down here, it lines up pretty much perfect. Keep in mind, this is not where the hood's gonna sit. The fender comes up a little bit, and then you have hood that comes up. You can shut your dang hood. You don't need hood risers. You don't need to cut your hood. If you guys remember from when I had the FC, my hood was cut out perfectly. As you can see, you can see the line there still from when it was rubbing. But my hood was cut perfectly around the front half of this motor. For the valve cover, it was cut out. It's cut out for this, cut out for this, cut out for this, cut out for these. Like, the FC's hood did not want to fit. And yes, they sell those subframe spacers to make it fit, but with the S chassis, it just fits and it just works. All jokes aside, another reason why I chose the S chassis for my drift chassis for the season pretty much is I've worked on so many S chassis. I've owned 3, but 2 of them I kind of just flipped, like sold. One of them I actually took the time and kind of made pretty. I'll put a picture of that before and after of my first S chassis. But not only mine, I worked on Evan's. He's had like 3. Alez, Kyle, Brandon, RJ. I worked on all their S chassis. Like I've had my hands on so many different S chassis that I just know the car, and I don't even have to think about it. For the most part, I know around the car already, and it's a very great chassis. And what can I say? It's very pretty. I love it. I've had a hatch. Now we're building a coupe. So, what do you guys think? What's your guys' favorite drift chassis? That being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you guys didn't notice, mustache check. We're growing out the mustache. So, that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking around if you're still watching by now. So, I'm rambling. Peace out, guys. Thank you guys for watching.